Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I am reviewing the song "Sleeping Lessons" by the Shins. I've heard of the Shins before. I've heard the band name before, but I can't really say I've ever listened to them. For more than a few minutes at a time. I say that just because I know my wife likes the Shins a lot. She says they were very influential in certain parts of her life, I guess. So for her, it's I've heard it a couple times just in passing, or when she decides to play it. So it could be I hear the song, I'm like, oh, I've heard this before, or it could be that I'm like, I have no idea what I'm listening to, but maybe I like it. We'll see. As always, this does come as a request, so please leave a comment below if you would like to request something, and I'll be sure to get to it. So yeah, let's listen. This is the Shins, "Sleeping Lessons." I'm excited. All right, here we go. This is again the Shins. Boom. I feel like I want to go to sleep now. Okay.
Go without till the need seeps in. You're low anymore. Collect your novel petals for the stem and glow, glow, melt and flow. Eviscerate your fragile frame and spill it out in a ragged flow. A thousand different versions of yourself. And if the old gods still offend, they got nothing left on which you depend. So enlist every ounce of your bright blood and off with their heads. Jump from the book. You're not obliged to swallow anything that you despise. See those unrepenting buzzards want your life. And they got no right. As sure as you have eyes, they got no right.
Yeah, I liked that. I liked that a lot, actually. It was very like dreamlike there at the beginning, and it is called Sleeping Lessons, but just that dun 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 dun. I don't know how they created that sound, what particular instrument they were making, but very dreamlike. With the sound there, and I think that was on purpose. But then, that last part of the song really wakes you up, and they really kick in. I like how the guitar, when it kind of came in full force, it really matched that sound that you had throughout. And then as they were kind of rocking out there at the end, you still had whatever instrument that was kind of in the background, that same rhythm going. So it was a very enjoyable listen. I liked it a lot, actually. So as always, let's break it apart. Let's talk about each section, each part of the song. We're going to start with the lyrics, of course. Here's some information on the song. It says the title of the album, and this song in particular, reference lead singer James Mercer's crippling insomnia, as explained in Rolling Stone, Paste Magazine, and other sources. Okay, so it's about insomnia. So it's quite fitting that the song is called Sleeping Lessons, I guess, right? So anyway, let's see. Go without till the need seeps in. You low animal, collect your novel petals for the stem. Interesting. Not entirely sure what all that means. Go without till the need seeps in. You low animal, collect your novel petals for the stem. And glow, melt and flow, eviscerate your fragile frame, and spill it out in the ragged floor, 1,000 different versions of yourself. No idea what's going on here lyrically. A lot of pretty words, but I'm not really sure what they all mean at the moment. Go without till the need seeps in. You low animal, collect your novel petals for the stem. And glow, melt and flow, eviscerate your fragile frame, and spill it out in the ragged floor, 1,000 different versions of yourself. And if the old guard still offend, they got nothing left on which you depend. So enlist every ounce of your bright blood and off with their heads. Okay, so I kind of get that part. It's time to let the past die or what have you. Like let the old guard go and sort of live your own way. I wonder if that's kind of what the first part of the song is talking about too, sort of spilling out everything that you have, kind of giving it your all, I guess. I'm not really sure. Still not 100% sure what we're talking about here in the lyrics, but I'll keep trying. Jump from the hook, you're not obliged to swallow anything you despise. See, those unrepenting buzzards want your life, and they got no right. As sure as you have eyes, they got no right. So jump from the hook. So like when you're on the hook, you're sort of limited. Right? You're not obliged to swallow anything you despise. So you're kind of your own person. You're a free person. Basically, choose not to do things that you don't want to do. See, those unrepenting buzzards want your life, and they got no right. As sure as you have eyes, they got no right. So they have no right to tell you how to live. At the end of the day, you get to decide that. Just put yourself in my shoes and see what I do. See that I do what I do because the old guard still offend. Okay, so I'm maybe actively fighting against the old guard. I'm doing what I'm doing to sort of piss off the old guard, to kind of rub it in their face. Their pudgy hearts and shiny heads, they've got nothing left on which we depend. So enlist every ounce of your bright blood and off with their heads. Jump from the hook. You're not obliged to swallow anything you despise that you despise. Interesting. Very interesting. It's definitely kind of weird in the lyrics. A lot of pretty words, like I said, but I don't understand entirely what it means. And that could be the whole point. If this song is kind of shaped by insomnia, I would imagine after not being able to sleep for quite a long time, as is typical with insomnia, right? There might be just all these kind of words and ideas and things floating around your head, and it's hard to make sense of all of it. I can't say I've ever had insomnia, but of course when I was a teenager I often stayed up way too late and slept not enough. So you get to a point where you start to get a little loopy, so that could be part of the song as well. To me, I think if there's any meaning to kind of parse out of it, to me it's just basically like stand up for yourself, leave the past behind, don't live by other people's morals and values, kind of forge your own path, I guess, and that's kind of as much as I can really take away from this song. But lyrically I thought it was fine. I think it worked with the song. I don't think it was like distracting from the actual music. I think it fit well with the song, so I gave it 2 thumbs up. Why not? I think as far as the instrumentation goes, I was actually really blown away here. Again, I love that sound throughout the doom 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 doom. Again, I don't know what instrument they used for that, because it sort of sounded like that, like almost like I don't want to say xylophone because it's probably not a xylophone, but it sounded kind of like that. But I could also see maybe keyboards producing that or something. But it just sounded fantastic, and it again gave it that very dreamlike, sleepy time feel to it, which again I think was a big part of the song itself. So that was really nice. And then as I was always listening to that, I would hear a little bass here and there, I'd hear a little guitar here and there, some drums. Then in that first part of the song, they would kind of sneak it in there. And then I really enjoyed the second half of the song. That kind of transitioning from that sleepy time sound to that really upbeat, up-tempo sound. Again, loved how the guitar mirrored that sound when it first really came into prominence, and then they just kind of rocked it out. But they kept that doom 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 sound throughout the entire song, even when they were kind of rocking out there at the end. So I thought that was really cool, sort of a connecting thread throughout the entire song. Drums were fine, bass was fine. To me, the guitar was what really did it for me. And again, that weird keyboard or xylophone or whatever the hell they were using sound was great. Singer's voice sounded good. I thought it was good. Had that sort of indie pop, indie rock voice that I think that is very complimentary, I don't know if that's a word, of this sound that they were putting together. So I think it all just really fit together really well. And I have no complaints. 2 thumbs up from me, instrumentally and vocally. As far as replay value goes, I kind of decided early on in the song that I was like, I want this on my playlist. I want to hear it again. It's got some pretty cool qualities to it. It is actually like a very easy listen. That first part of the song is really almost soothing because it is kind of like, again, very dreamy, sleepy time kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed the second half of the song, that faster pace, more high energy. So yeah, it was just a good listen. I really enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up, going on the playlist. So thank you to whoever requested this one. I had a great time listening to it. As always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artist. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can definitely find some of the Shins is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It has every single song I've heard so far on my channel, and it's a lot of music. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.